Happiness is always yours to make happen. Have you asked yourself how that could be? Genesis chapter 1 verse 27 to 28. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created him. Male and female, he created them. And God blessed them. And God said to them, "Be fruitful, and multiply, and fill the earth, and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the heavens, and over every living thing that moves on earth." Marriage is a holy union between a man and a woman. God has commanded us to engage in this holy union and be fruitful, that is, make our own children. Marriage should never be torture. The mistake people make these days is that they get married for the wrong reasons, and this later leads to resentment of their spouse, which in turn leads to a failed marriage. Take your time to find the right person and do not rush into marriage, as God do not support divorce after the holy union. Pray to God about your partner before you get involved. Make sure the two of you are prepared for every challenge ahead, because there would be a lot of tests and tribulations on this journey. Marriage is not all rosy as most people paint it to be. There are hard times too, as well as the good times. It takes effort from both partners to keep the union waxing stronger. There are actions or little gestures that you can do to make your marriage stay strong, and your partner would know he or she is very lucky to have you. Be observant in your marriage. It's not everything you wait for your partner to tell you. There are certain things your partner expects you notice by yourself if you are caring enough. Be aware of the little things, like how they respond to your greetings. You should be able to understand their moods and the attitude for every mood you find them in. Sometimes, some people just want to be left alone at some point. It does not mean that they're annoyed with you. A lot of things might just be going on in their head, and they just need space to process it all. They might not be willing to share it yet. It's your job to try and figure out what the issue is, but just give them a little space. Still show them regularly that you are there for them whenever they need you, and make sure the connection between your hearts are not far apart. Be observant to their needs and provide it even before they ask for it. Know their hobby. Make effort to please them when you notice they are annoyed with you. Listen to your heart. Listen to their silent cries and try to help see them through. Pray to God to help you in this process, as you cannot handle it alone. Make sure you provide comfort and please them whichever way you can. If they are drifting away from you, even they may not notice sometimes. They may not know the reason why. It's your job to do a little thinking and observation, find the source of the problem, and try your possible best to fix it. Talk to God about every problem you encounter in your marriage, and be sure He would be ready to listen to you. He would provide a solution to keep you and your partner together forever. Be intentional about your actions towards your partner. Be romantic in your marriage. The mistake most people make is that when the relationship is new, they strive to keep it. You make efforts to preserve the relationship, and these efforts get you this far. When you are now comfortable in the marriage, you do not feel the need to impress your partner anymore. You feel like you now have him or her to yourself and need not stress yourself over keeping them any longer. This attitude can cause a rift between you and your partner. There is a reason someone fell in love with you, and if you want to keep them forever, you need to keep reminding them of that particular reason. Being intentional about your acts towards them simply means your intentions should be premeditated. Plan date nights with them. Play fun games together. Send them lunch with romantic notes. Still send them text messages to remind them you love them. Be proactive about your love for your partner. Always make them know you are thinking about them all the time. These gestures would keep your partner happy, as your relationship would feel brand new every time. Everyone loves a brand new relationship. The connection is always magical, and this is because of no other reason than the fact that both partners make efforts to keep the relationship sailing. So, why stop making these efforts after marriage? These have affected a lot of marriages, as the connection just seems lost, and both parties do not know how to find themselves again. Just remind yourself why the relationship worked in the first place. Imagine you bought a standing fan, and it's working fine. Then, one day, it suddenly stopped working. You would find a way to fix the problem, because you are sure it's faulty. But imagine you bought a new fan, and when you got home, you realized the fan is not working. You would not bother repairing it. You would just return it, because you have never seen the fan work before. This is how relationships are. It once worked, so there has to be a fault somewhere if it stopped working. Most times, these faults are due to the inability of the people to put the same energy they started the relationship with. Being intentional about your partner would really keep your partner happy and would make them love you over and over again. Make your marriage fun. Who said marriages have to be boring? Spice up your marriages with interesting and godly ideas. Attend events in matching outfits. Choose some days to spend together at home, no matter how busy you are at work. Many marriages have fallen apart because the people in the relationship no longer get attention from their spouses. You often think you only need to give your partners attention when you are trying to get them to like you, but the truth is that it is a continuous process. You need to keep doing these things to preserve the relationship. It's like getting flowers and you water them for a while, then as time goes on, you stop. Slowly but surely, the flowers would wilt. This applies to marriages too. You need to keep making efforts to keep your partner happy. Listen to all they have to say. Ask them about work and listen to their explanation about certain issues. Make your marriage romantic. Loosen up and do not make your partner scared to have a conversation with you. Do not shut them out of your life. Let them know what is going on. Help them understand you. It's a marriage, not a project. Do not give your partner a lifelong job of trying to understand you. Romantic dinner can even be organized at home. Cook his or her favorite meal. Exercise with them, and do not forget to make it fun. These fun gestures go a long way in preserving your relationship and keeping your partner happy always. Grow together with your partner. There is nothing as romantic as both partners making massive progress in all ramifications of life. Having a partner who helps you grow and also lets you to help him or her grow is very interesting. Having a partner you can never stop learning from, and he or she also loves learning from you, is bliss. This love language never fades away. People are generally happy when they grow and learn new ideas. A partner who is interested in your growth, who treats your business like it's theirs, and who is genuinely proud of you always. This would definitely make your spouse fall in love with you over again. Lastly, bring your partner closer to God. Pray together with your partner and make sure you pray for one another. This is very important for your relationship. One day, your partner would appreciate the impact you have made in his or her life. This would make the relationship between you and your partner wax stronger, and it would help preserve the relationship forever. God wants the best for you, always, and if you move closer to Him together as a couple, you would surely receive abundant grace and favor from Him. God has commanded you to always run to Him in times of need and always pray to Him. Moving closer to God with your partner would be a nice way to make your partner happy with you in a relationship. These are things God would really love you to do in a relationship to make your partner happy. Always pray to God and put Him in control of things. God will make your path easy and lovely in your relationship with your partner and with Him, because your relationship with God will give you an edge over everything.